Hey, it's Dave. Especially with this time of year, I thought it was a good opportunity to talk about expectations, whether that's a fat loss expectation or a muscle gain expectation, and they're both very, very different. Again, I thought this was a good time of year with it being the new year. I know we've been talking a lot about sneaky calories lately, and I'm going to get back to that in the near future, but expectations, just to keep everybody on track. Fat loss expectations, and these numbers are really based around healthy fat loss and also fat loss that is meant to be sustainable. Okay, I'm not talking about trying to drop 10 pounds for a wedding. I'm talking about trying to lose weight and keep it off. If that's our goal, healthy and sustainable fat loss, most people can lose about 1% of their body mass per week. So a 300-pound person, 300-pound man, for example, should be able to lose about 3 healthy pounds of body fat a week. Okay. Now again, everybody's different, and I'm speaking to a lot of people here, so I'm making some pretty big generalizations, if you will. With that same percentage in mind, again, 1% of your 1% point of your mass, a 135-pound woman should be able to lose about 1.3 pounds a week. Okay, I will tell you this though, the leaner you are, the lower your body fat is, the tougher that is. It's going to make a big difference as your body fat gets down below 20%. Your body fat, it's going to be challenging. Your body fat gets below 15%, it's going to be challenging. If your body fat is 10 or 12%, it's really challenging to get it below that number. And that's going to kind of throw off all those numbers, if you will. But again, just trying to give you some general information. Muscle gain numbers are very different. Okay. You can really only, and I'm talking to, a lot of like business professionals, people my age, 40, 50, 58, okay? You can probably gain about a pound of muscle a month if you're doing everything right. Okay. Now I hear so often, oh, it's so challenging to lose weight. Well, I'll tell you, for the people out there that are trying to gain weight and gain muscle, it is vastly more challenging to gain muscle than it is to lose body fat. And I'll tell you why. Part of it is just kind of the motivation, where if you're trying to gain weight, eating 3,000 calories a day or 3,500 calories a day, day after day after day after day, and seeing the scale only move by a pound a month or 12 pounds a year is really the essence of kind of that head game and the grind of making that happen. So keep that in mind. Again, there's a lot of things that kind of go into this, this muscle gain. For example, your age. The older you are, the harder it is. Okay, your nutrition. The more let me take a positive look at this. The more dialed in your nutrition is, the better you will do. Okay. Conversely, the more jacked up your nutrition is, it's going to be pretty much impossible to gain muscle. All right. For some people, it is easier to gain muscle than it is for other people. Genetics plays a part of that. Also part of it is your program. A large part of it is your program. Is to gain muscle is everything dialed in. And just kind of like with nutrition, as you get older and as it gets harder to gain muscle, everything needs to be even more dialed in. And that's probably true with losing body fat too, where everything needs to be more dialed in. But using the muscle gain as an example, your training needs to be dialed in. Your nutrition needs to be dialed in. And if you really want to gain muscle, you better have that cardio pretty limited, okay? Because if you're doing a lot of cardio, you're not going to be gaining muscle because all that energy is going to go to that resource. Okay. A question I get all the time is can I be in a caloric deficit and still gain muscle? Yeah, you can, but it is challenging. Okay. So, maybe the question is, who can gain muscle while in a caloric deficit? People can get what we call newbie gains. If you're new to lifting weights, you're going to gain muscle a little bit faster. If you had muscle in the past, you're going to gain that muscle back faster. For example, if you were a high school or college athlete and now you're 40 or 50, it's going to be a little bit easier. In a similar fashion, if you're coming off of an injury and you had to take a break for 6, 8, 10, 12 months or more because of an injury, and that muscle existed in the past, it should be easier for it to come back. One thing that I do with my people, though, whether they're trying to lose weight or lose fat or gain muscle, is we do it in training blocks. Okay, so getting back to the can you gain muscle in a caloric deficit? It's really hard. It's really hard. And again, that's why we do it in training blocks. So maybe we'll take a block of losing body fat, followed by a block of getting stronger, okay, adding some muscle, followed by a block of losing body fat. And if we do it that way, we really kind of keep the metabolism guessing a little bit more, and it makes those gains easier. Regardless of whether you are in a caloric deficit or not, you need to try to gain muscle. Muscle is vastly more metabolic than fat, so we need to try. All right, you need to try to gain some muscle. Anyway, hope that helps. Hope that helps with fat loss versus muscle gain expectations, especially as we go into this new year. Be realistic with your goals and follow them and drive for them with all the passion that you can muster. I have no doubt that you'll do great. If you have any questions about fat loss or muscle gain or how to structure all of this in a plan, hit me up, drop me a message. Would love to help. You guys have a great day. I'll see you.